The NBA, and now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for the Grizzlies, Conley and Allen are the guard set. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill. The 7'1" Spaniard, Marc Gasol. Then it's Lee, and it's Randolph in at the 4. And for Washington, all out there with Garrett Temple. And at center, it's Marcin Gortat, the 6'11" versatile scorer and finisher, known as the Polish Hammer. Then it's Nene in at the 4 spot. Now Conley. After the missed 3 from Temple. Conley, the pass to Lee. He kicks to Gasol. Clock at 6. No good from Lee.
Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky. You know, last season a mid-level signee by the Celtics. Competes at the defensive end. Offensively, he's a good shooter with his feet set from long range. And really kind of likes the corner pocket three-pointers.
Randall. No good off the back of the rim. Grizzlies on defense. Here's Wall. Hits it from three-point range.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on.
And for Courtney Lee, probably his best shots. He's at three-point.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a guy who can get out in transition and finish at the rim, but he's got a career three-point average of about 38%. So look for him to be even more aggressive firing away out there.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. We talked about some of the matchups he'll be watching in this game, and he told me, quote, I'll be looking at how we deal with Marcin Gortat. He's a guy who can score in any number of ways, posting up, pulling up from outside. To the rim, and he's also a factor on the glass. Guys, Gortat might not be a household name, but he's an impact big man in this league, no question.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And it's Memphis on the break. Lee left side. Gortat with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And so it's Memphis with it. Still without a basket in the game. The drive by Allen. Tries from 10.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
And another miss by Memphis.
For the Wizards, I thought injuries are the big reason they didn't have the season they hoped for. They do have some things they can build off of, though. The one that sticks out to me was how they were able to improve their defense last year and became pretty good at limiting easy shots.
Here's Allen. Following the basket by John Wall. Randolph dishes to Allen. Randolph kicks to Allen. That's good.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And going back to what you said, Clark, about the Wizards, they did improve dramatically in terms of defense and one of the top 10 Ds in the league. Steve, not bad for a team that is clearly building around youth.
And that's a great sign, because normally when you have young players, you struggle defensively more than at the offensive end. So this is a group that has plenty of potential, and I think we're seeing that this season, as they continue to get better in terms of rebounding and defending the paint.
Count the bucket. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Nene setting the pick for Wall. Rejected by Gasol. Dishes to Temple. Wizards passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. That is good. Gortat's got his first points of the game.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Allen drives in. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Ends up going with the new group. Sessions against Chalmers. He feeds it to Porter. Let's go. The shot will not go. And it's Memphis the other way.
Now you look at Otto Porter, 6'8", out of Georgetown, almost a 7'2" wingspan, which has led a lot of people to compare him to Tayshaun Prince. Has a lot of versatility to his game. It's going to be interesting to watch his career unfold.
Here's Sessions after the made shot from Barnes. Sessions passes to Porter. The feed to Neal. Three-pointer. And the shot is good. And Steve, you mentioned Porter's great IQ for the game. He kind of sidestepped the amateur athletic touring scene.
And I think a lot of NBA teams can appreciate that, Kevin. A guy who brings character, toughness, and the intangible to complement a very well-rounded skill set. That's an intriguing talent and one built for success, I think.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Tony Allen. Sessions dishes to Porter. From the wing. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Gasol. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Barnes.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Here's Sessions. Now the pass to Porter. And down it goes, jamming that one home. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here's Neal. It'll count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, Stephen Clark, your thoughts?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well. The Grizzlies had no problem with who they were. They were very anchored in their identity, guys. They were a defensive-minded team, and offensively, they wanted to try to get the ball in the paint as much as possible.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, guys. Well, Grizzlies head coach Dave Yeager is all in on advanced stats, and that was a big reason that he became their head coach, fitting in with a new initiative from ownership in the front office. He knows his marching orders. A team that is among the lowest in three-point field goals will, in his words, look to open the floor, spread the floor, and give their bigs more room to work inside. He said, quote, other teams aren't going to have 9 dudes in the paint when Zach's trying to back down. But guys, they're still going to play inside out. He said, quote, I like three-pointers, but I love layups and free throws.
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down, and it opens up things for everyone else. And here's Sessions. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. And Sessions kicks to Duncan. Dudley with a screen on Carter. Neal's shot is off. Well, Clark, just kind of continuing your thought. The Grizzlies dead last in three-pointers taken and three-pointers made. And Steve, I don't think that bothered them one bit. It just wasn't their game.
Didn't bother them in the regular season because they were able to get away with it, but it sure hurt them in the playoffs. When they ran into the San Antonio Spurs, that lack of three-point shooting was absolutely the difference in the series. So I think moving forward, that's the area where they have the most improvement to make.
Back to Nene. It is now to Porter. He passes to Temple. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Gortat kicks to Temple. It's stolen by Green. There's Lee with the three. Washington with the rebound. Porter's got his third rebound on the night. Gortat. To finish it off. Beautiful.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He's set to screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Conley drops in the layup for 2. Conley's got his first bucket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
As to Gortat. Gets it to go. Gortat's got 6 points.
Those are the kind of nice free up the rest of their offense.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Well, after a breakout 2012, Marcin Gortat came back to earth last season. I mean, it had to be harder for him without Steve Nash setting the tables. That's a no-brainer, and with the team as a whole struggling, his play slipped as well.
And for Gortat last season, scoring, Steve, his rebounding, and his field goal percentages all down.
Well, no coincidence. Steve Nash left last year. He used to set the table for Gortat. So we'll see if he can bounce back. Still just 29 years old, but very talented. He should have some prime years ahead.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, some solid defense from Randolph. Memphis leading by 4. Lee fires. Porter pulls it in.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Points in the paint for the Wizards, really a problem area last season. Even with their revamped front court, it was not easy for them to finish at the rim. Maybe a full year of having John Wall healthy will help that because he creates easy scoring opportunities.
Conley off the put from Green. Gets to Lee. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. As for the Wizards, as you said, Clark, they ended up being the second worst team in the NBA when it came to points in the paint. But they just couldn't get much going from their bigs down low, Steve.
And some of that was the injury to John Wall early because he's the one who has to set the table for those guys. But look, this is a team that has made some improvements. They're gaining some momentum. They've got some good young talent. I think that area, the points in the paint, is going to improve as this season goes on.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Guys, Otto Porter comes from a basketball family. He wore his mom's jersey number growing up, then switched to his father's number 35 upon being drafted. And he kept it in the family in one other way. He never played in the AAU system and just worked out against his own family. Tough family, and it's worked out for him, guys.
Yeah, Doris, a versatile defender and a smart role player. He's been a very nice addition. Here's Wall. Michael Conley making his last shot. Temple to pass to Wall. For 3. And that is good. Wall's got 8 points.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Conley gets the lead. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
There's a screen by Gortat. Wall dishes to Gortat. Great D that time from Green. Feeds it to Allen. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher.
Beautiful buzzer beater just in time.
That 3 cut the deficit going into halftime. They're not going away.
Close game as we wrap. And an exceptional performance from John Wall.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing it.
Backing down his lead. They double him with Nene. Gasol guarded by Nene. 5 on the clock. Lee gets to Conley. A 3-pointer off the mark.
The Grizzlies had the second-best defense in the league last season after the Indiana Pacers guys. And on the perimeter, they had speed with Conley and Tony Allen inside, size and strength with Marc Gasol, who's the Defensive Player of the Year, and Zach Randolph. And they were tough to score against.
Gortat with a screen on Allen. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Temple can't get it to go.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
It's Allen with the drive. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Allen's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Wizards trail by 6. And Clark, you mentioned the size inside for the Grizzlies.
The important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on.
for it, didn't he? I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean,
and so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Randall. Memphis moving it around. Conley dishes to Lee. Takes a three. It's rebounded down by Temple.
Look, he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Nene setting the pick for Wall. Back to Nene. Takes the lead pass. Just 3 to shoot. Wall up top. Pulls up. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Conley.
For most of the start of the Wizards' 2012-13 campaign, the question was, when is John Wall going to return? Well, the answer ended when he came back in January and he quickly made his presence felt on that team.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Gasol drives in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And what a huge difference for the Wizards record-wise once John Wall returned last season, Clark. There, the record 5-28 with him out. And then with him playing, 24-25.
Yeah, that's the first record on pace for 12 wins. That would have been the worst in the league by far. The second record is on pace for 40 wins, which in the East would have put them in the mix for the 7th spot. So a huge difference there.
Stolen by Randolph. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lee passes to Allen. Conley back to Allen. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. And Gortat kicks to Temple. Pass to Gortat. Outside Wall. Number 12. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Losing 12 straight to start the season for the Wizards, just ominous. And from 20 games.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Allen dishes to Randolph. Randolph gets the screen from Allen. Randolph passes to Chalmers. Number 12, covered by Lee. Nene into the lane. Walls, shot is off. Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Lee gets the bucket. Memphis. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. And Sessions kicks to Porter. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And for small market teams like the Grizzlies, that is something they have definitely always got to be considering. Are we using our cap space, Steve, to the best of our ability?
I think for the most part they were, but they just didn't feel that Rudy Gay was the long-term solution. So when the trade opportunity came about, they decided to free themselves up with a long-term financial commitment and give themselves more options in terms of personnel moving forward.
Chalmers dishes to Conley. Rebound, Washington.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Back to Lee. with 4 seconds on the clock. Rejected by Porter. He got it up. No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies, thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
That later pass to Gortat. And that one's good. Gortat's got the first basket as we get going, the 4th for the Wizards.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
Porter kicks to Neal. The Wizards working the ball around now. Conley with it. There's Green with the 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 9 points for Jeff Green.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And something else that comes to mind with him is how many guys he's given the poster treatment to. I mean, flying high to power one down while the defender stands there looking for mercy.
Here's Gasol, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. He dishes it to Porter. In the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Temple. Outside, Wolf. He passes to Nene. He's against Lee. Now the dish to Temple. Here's Wall. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So in post game sees Memphis take this one. Well, they don't